Hi Aries, this is Lynn from DevineCentral. I am here with your May 2022 Tarot Zodiac reading. I hope you had a wonderful birth season. I know I sure did. I'm an Aries, and it was very eventful and a lot going on. And now we're moving into the Taurus season. So there you be. Let's see what we have in store for you this month. I am going to switch cameras on you. Let's see here. Okay. So this month I am using, there you go. I am using the Ellis Deck Tarot. Okay. This is by Taylor Ellis. Taylor Ellis is, and it comes in this really sturdy, nice, sturdy box, which I really like. Taylor Ellis has other decks out too. I know that he's been working on, and you can find them at Illustration. So it's ELLIS-tration.com. So let me set him aside. I don't know if I have room for him with all this other crap on my table. All right. So I've already shuffled. Let's see what we have going for you this month. Okay. We're going to start with work. We're going to move on to finances. Personal relationships or love. Okay. Friends, family, social. Okay. We're going to end here with personal growth. So that's going to be emotional, spiritual, physical. And then we'll ask Spirit for a little bit of last advice. How's that? All right. Let me see if I can put this out a little farther, see if that helps a little bit more. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with work. We have the Queen of Swords coming up for you for the month of May. Oh, something's going on at work, and I think you're going to be called to mediate something or mitigate something, one or the other. Typically, the Queen of Swords will show up when somebody needs to take a leadership role and make some smart decisions on behalf of the group. And this is somebody who's not afraid to step up and give her opinion on anything. And also, she's a good leader, but she looks at both sides. That's why she's hanging on to that blade. She feels both sides of the blade, and she can look at both sides of the situation in a very clear manner, and I think that that's going to be very helpful. So I think that's you. I think you're going to be stuck between, I think you're going to be called in anyway, maybe not stuck, but I think you're going to be called in to help come up with, the right answers for something this month. The finances card, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this is going to be a time, I do believe this month, you're going to be you're going to be asked for money this month. I'm not really seeing this as hey, it's a month to be generous and you need to give. No, it's not a matter of that. I think it's a matter of you need to hang on to and watch your pennies. Do you see? I love this card. Check out this card. You've got one person in this card who's hanging on to their bucket. They're collecting their money. You're getting your paycheck. You're depositing it into your basket every month. And then all of a sudden, here comes somebody wanting to relieve you of some of that. And notice that person is coming in on a charging, is it a teddy bear? I don't know what it is, but they're kind of charging in, kind of in a demanding way, wanting some money. So I think that you need to be aware that that's going to happen and be prepared to answer it one way or another. Maybe you have the money and you want to loan it to this person. Maybe you absolutely don't, and you need to think about how you're going to handle that when somebody comes and asks you for something that you're not willing to part with. Doesn't always have to be money. It could be time. It could be something of value to you. Your time, your wisdom, I don't know, your lawnmower, whatever. Maybe you're not going to want to loan to this person. So be prepared to deal with that. In the matter of our relationships, we have the Devil. So there's some kind of toxicity that's going to be going on this month in your personal life. This is going to be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife. Something you guys are going to be at odds. You're going to be, button heads over something, and it's not going to help you to do that. What's going to help you is to sit down and walk away from each other, not feel bound to doing everything that they want or ask for. And until you do, it's just going to keep coming back to bite you. So I think it's really going to be important that you stand your ground this month with your better half, and not be afraid to walk away from the situation, because cooler heads will prevail if you can just get away from the situation and look at it in a reasonable light. One thing that I have found, and I know we're not supposed to inject our personal opinions, but one thing that I have found works really well with my spouse is if I don't give in, especially if it's something that I'm really keen on. If I choose not to give in, and they know it, then they finally say, okay, they will soften, right? Or he softens up, and then we can start looking at things from a realistic point of view of what can we compromise on. But as long as he knows that he can bully me and push me, he'll try. But when he realizes it's not going to work, and I walk away every time the subject comes up, and the subject needs to be dealt with, then they eventually soften and start looking at more, at better ways to negotiate with me. Okay, so the friends and family social card is 3 of Wands or Rods, which is absolutely sociable, huh? This is a time to get out there and and meet with friends and have a good time and inject a little bit of fun into your life. But I noticed that in this particular deck, we have a fox in the background. So it might behoove you to pay attention to what your friends are saying and doing, and make sure that it's in your best interest that that you're paying attention to what's going on and being said, so that something isn't brewing and you're the last to know. Don't you hate when that happens? So pay attention to that. Otherwise, it should be a fun month for you. As far as your personal development goes, I really like this card. It's the 4 of Rods or the 4 of Wands. And, oftentimes this is kind of an apathetic, I'm not feeling it card. But you know what? It's sometimes you just get that feeling when you're on the outside looking in, and you see everybody having a good time, and you're kind of just not feeling it. So you're sitting back and wanting to participate, but not knowing really how to waltz into it. And it's really interesting because sometimes if we just pull back and look at this, isn't this interesting? You see, he's the fox. He's looking through the rain, off at his friends, out gallivanting around, having a good time. And yet, in the friends and family, it's almost as if, is that a fox hiding, or is that you hiding in the background? Is that just the opposite view of each other? Looking at everybody and kind of being afraid to step up, or not feeling the urge to step up and participate. Maybe you're the one that's just not feeling real sociable this month. But sometimes it behooves us, and it helps us grow if we can, pull back and pull away from people every now and then, and just spend time by ourselves. Spend time resting and and not, just not participating in everything. You see that the 4 posts are there. The 4 rods are there. It's kind of a nice stable card, because 4s are about stability. But again, it's just, you're not in the mood to expand this month. This should have been upside down, maybe. Just not feeling the expansion this month. But still feeling secure, but not feeling it. So I think that figure out what your problem is. Figure out where you're, what you're thinking. What are you needing this month? What's going to motivate you? What's going to give you some passion this month? And so that you can jump in and participate with your friends again. Last word from Spirit, or the final card, word from Spirit. We've got the 2 of Swords. And again, here we are trying to make a decision, trying to figure out which direction we want to take. How do we want to feel? Are we going to think with our head? Are we going to think with our heart? Are we going to step outside of ourselves and take that plunge? You have the 2. The 2 is about making a damn decision about what you want to do. I hate people that just sit on the fence forever and I don't know what I want to do. So you need to jump off that fence, because until you get off that fence, that's your 2. You're not going to be able to do your 3, which is expand your horizons. Get out there and mingle and share. And once you do, you will no longer be the 4 sitting outside looking in. You'll be up on that hillside fluttering around and playing with the rest of the fox. How's that? All right, Aries, that's it. That's your April. I have some really interesting Wednesday readings that I've been doing this last month. If you haven't seen any of them, please check out my channel. Please like and subscribe. I'm looking to grow my channel, and that's the only way I can do it is if I get your help. But you might want to just take a look at some of the Wednesday mailbag readings because they are kind of interesting this last month. So I will see you in another month. See you next Wednesday with a mailbag reading, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.